Video to show you what I mean about testing your form. And this is actually what you do when you're actually working on a form on a website. You can't just make the form, it has to actually work. So let's test this form. James submitted this one. So Susan, actually, usually when you start typing, it comes back and tells you, Chrome just gives you this. So it's pretty fast to test the form. On this one, you should see the date come in, because it should have it be a date type. And then I can come back and choose a date. Nights, it should be, kind of limit me to a certain number of nights. Oops, that's too many though. Do 12. And then comments would be just anything you want it to be. Now, I hit the submit button. And this form is working. It works great. All the fields came back to me, right? I can tell each field is correct. Now, if the field is not correct, if this has a blank there, what that means is you haven't used the right name field, right? So let's look at the form for a second here. So when you do a form, first of all, it's very important to have an action. So if we're to take the action out of this form, let's cut it out for a second. We'll save it and see what happens. I don't think the form will work at all, right? Let's go back here. So now I took the action out. Oh, did I save? Yes, save, refresh. Now when I hit the submit button, it doesn't even, you can't even get past that anyway. But your submit button can't work if you don't have an action, right? So let's put it back. Now, what I'm looking for to make sure the form works is that you have to have the name match exactly. So if I were to, change this to first name with a lowercase n, now I just broke my first name field. And now when I make a form, that's how I do it, and I think this is a good idea. I always have the same for in the label, same ID, and the same name, and that gives me the field name for the form processing, which would be the name, and for the JavaScript, which is the ID. So let's see what happens when I save this. I have a feeling the form won't work now. So refresh the page, put in a name here, remember it. Toxin, email, that's all my required fields, so I'll stop there. Now I submit, and now you can see the first name is missing, right? That's because I changed this first, it doesn't match exactly, it has to match, and now I make sure a capital N and it'll work. And that's how you test and do some troubleshooting on your form.